This is Miss Ruby. She is a Cane Corso Mastiff. Today's day 6 with her. You see I've got some food here. I don't necessarily expect her to take it the whole time, but she just took that from me. She doesn't have the biggest appetite in the world, but just having a little bit of positivity involved with doing all this stuff is really helpful no matter what. Especially considering her size and everything. Boop. Yes, good job. Heel. Sit. Good job. So you can see she's learned how to follow direction. She knows place, sit. She'll stay as well. I can sit her and step away. And come back. Very nice. Good job. Again, don't necessarily expect her to take a lot of food, especially the neighbors are doing some yard work, and she is a very skittish kind of dog. She's very weary of all kinds of sights and sounds. Yes, good job. She's even afraid of the door closing behind her. That's a big one. But as you can see, she's very big and strong, but we have no leash pulling at all. She's just following along with the very slightest pull or directional guidance of the leash. See, I walk straight backwards. I can guide her with my left hand here to cross my body, and then step forward, and then we can lift up for sit. If I need to help her, I can just kind of gently push on her back end. Again, a little bit of guidance never hurts. Heel. She's even learned to get her big body on this little board so that we can do position changes. Very nice. Which might not appear crazy, but it is very difficult, especially considering how large she is, and it takes a good amount of dedication on her part and coordination to actually do this and line up properly. Sit. Very nice. Good job. Heel. So we can bump straight backwards. Bumping straight backwards like I just did will tell the dog to slow down and or that we're going to do a left turn. I can again lift straight up for sit. Swing into heel on the board. Make sure she gets all the way on there and then step forward. I'll try to feed her again. There you go. She eagerly takes a very large handful. Give her a little bit more. Yes, good job. Good job. I want her to get used to eating as much out of my hand as I can possibly give her. Bless you. She ate a little bit too fast. I want to see if I can get her to follow my hand. So I'm not going to do a full spin because she won't make it. She doesn't have the food drive for that. But if I can get her to just turn her head and follow the food a little bit, that is progress in the way of following the hand for guidance and possibly increasing food drive. Again, eating too fast. She keeps hawking it up. Yes, good job. Very nice. So there we're promoting for looking at me. Yes, good job, Ruby. Heel. We want to promote for looking at me as much as possible. We get a good angle here. Again, lift up, push on the back end. Yes, good job. And then I can feed her. Yes. So feed her as soon as she looks at me. Yes. Do a right U-turn, right into a sit. Again, feed her. And then repeat. Lift, push on the back end. Yes, good job. She saw some food on the ground and is very interested in it. Ruby. Yes. Good job. Heel. She's got a perfect, wonderful heel. I'm not quite ready to go for a walk beyond backyard yet because she was attacked. Well, it was not necessarily an attack. The other dog didn't come out of it quite as well. But another dog tried to attack her. And so I don't necessarily know how she approaches or feels about countering or passing other dogs. And she does live on a farm as well, so they don't really have a lot of examples of that behavior. Yes, good job. Good girlie, you're so awesome. I love how much she's eating the food. To be honest with you, sometimes in the first few days of the dog being here or being in training, I might just stand here and feed them their whole meal just like this, without trying to demand too much out of them, expect too much, or lure them with the food or anything, because I just want to promote this interaction. I want it to be an undeniable thing so that the dog doesn't turn me down. Place. Yes, pretty girl, you're so awesome. Heel. A full turn, we love that. So let's see if we can't sit her here without pushing on the back end. So now I'm going to have this in a position where I can lift up for sit if she goes to get up. And I'm going to try and walk around the dog and then feed her at the end of that. Good job. Sit. And we were able to do it again. Ruby. Ruby.
I'll do it for you. You're welcome.
Okay, well, she's not going to fall for my noises. Oh, there you are. There are your eyes. There are your eyes. Oh, she's just getting tired, and she doesn't want to take the food anymore. It is about 100 degrees out here right now, so that's totally fair, but I'm surprised we were able to walk around her so seamlessly. Can we go the other way? Especially considering how skittish she is. That must mean that she trusts me quite a bit. I'm very happy with that. Here. Good job. And we get her to swing into heel. We'll try again. I didn't really like that. She got stuck. Here. There you go. And then we step forward, maybe with a little bit more energy. There you go. Right into a sit. Oh, you're just so good. Very nice. Good job. I have to say, picking her up from her house was a little bit intimidating. This big old noggin and this big old body was standing in front of the door, and she jumped up on the couch as well and was barking and growling at me, and did not seem to like visitors or strangers too much. But I was a brave boy and managed to get her to like me pretty quickly. Very nice. There's not a whole lot more I can do for today with her. We just did some repetitions. The new thing was being able to walk around her, but she excelled, so there was no challenge there. Because, she's so big and she gets tired so easily in this heat. But by the next time you see her, she'll have a lot more progress. Eventually, we'll have to work on the down. That should be pretty interesting, to say the least. And we'll get there. Good job, little girlie.